You are here with By the Cover. Today I'll be reviewing Different Seasons by Stephen King. The overall rating of this collection is a 7 out of 10. This review may contain spoilers, so if you do not want to hear those, click off now. The synopsis. Different Seasons is a collection of 4 novellas by Stephen King. It departs from his typical horror genre to explore themes of hope, corruption, innocence, and endurance. First up is Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption. I rated this a 9.9 out of 10. The story of a man's journey in the prison system. The story is a classic King novella. If you had nostalgia personified in a narrator's voice, this would be the shining example. King writes prison in a way that makes you actually want to be there with these characters, which is nuts to think about. If you haven't read this story or haven't seen this movie, do yourself a favor and do both. Apt Pupil is about a cocky kid who attempts to blackmail a former Nazi commander. I rated this story a 3.5 out of 10, primarily because I didn't like either of the two characters. It was also very bleak throughout the entire story. Since I didn't bond with the characters and I wasn't enjoying the journey of the story, it doesn't get high marks from me. It was a creative idea, though. Next, we have The Body, a short story about a group of boys who go to find a dead body. This is the short novella that the movie Stand By Me was based off of. Again, King shines at coming-of-age stories, and this story is also a classic. Distinct, lovable characters, a great setting, a great journey, nostalgia everywhere you look. This is one of Stephen King's best. Lastly, we have The Breathing Method, a story about a determined pregnant woman in the 1930s. I rated this one a 5 out of 10. The overall story on this one I just did not connect with. The conclusion of the story is disturbing for sure. The imagery won't soon leave you. But as far as this being a really engaging or entertaining story, I don't think it hits the mark. I found the characters and the plot rather bland. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't great. This brings the average of this collection to 7. I think this is one of Stephen King's strongest collections. It contains stories that are must-reads if you are a King fan. I also think some of the weaker entries in this book could appeal to other readers with different tastes and be classics for them. So definitely worth your time to read this one. That's about it. We'll catch you later.